Okay, so I believe that certain things are locked still, so... Goggles are revealing. Can I make those yet? Yeah. I need the alchemical brass ingot. So let's make that. What do I need? 2 iron, maybe? There's some alchemical brass. There is a better way to make alchemical brass, but it doesn't matter for now. Goggles of revealing. Just need a couple of thermometers and some leather. Let's just I know what I'm like. I may as well get rid of most of this stuff at this point. So it's got some nice stuff in it. Okay, so yeah, I probably need a couple more thermometers. What else was I looking for those goggles? Not much. That was it, wasn't it? Oh, there we go. Can I see anything of any interest? Well, I'm not seeing much. Not seeing much. Okay, well, I'm sure more things will come. Let's, okay, so that's done. I put my own design based on little information. Yeah, this is actually what I've already looked at. And Golemancy. Study an animated construct. How do I do that? Aha! That was a really lame one. I could probably just do it with a snow golem actually, but to be honest it'll make a huge amount of mess. Let's just do this not here. Really? Pretty sure that's how you make a golem. I must have completely forgotten. I think I must have completely forgotten. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh well, at least I know how to make a snow golem. But you're actually going to have to die immediately. Is it really not that? Man, I'm going to be looking that immediately up. Yeah. I find it's confusing to say this. Natural golems can be created indeed infused with these, but I not believe their creation is thaumaturgical in nature. Whatever falls out makes them seem to come from elsewhere. Still my research at least born some fruit. Should survey my studies as soon as possible. Okay, good. Yeah, it's not early game that. Biothornic eyes, nice. So basically we've unlocked all the different things and stuff. Here's the infusion section. Get the boots of the traveller. Man, it's nice. It's a very. I really like the menu now. It looks really cool. Okay, metals are proved to be quite easy to manipulate via thaumaturgical principles. My first experiments are the discovery of alchemical brass, but it was a simple matter to create something that already exists. Time to create something new. I've theorised by infusing a base metal like iron with magical energy should result in something very interesting properties. It should be hardened iron with the ability to accept enchantments beyond that which iron is normally capable of. Metals such as this should have many applications in the crafting of more advanced surgical devices. Okay. Didn't do that one yet. This is kind of the stage where you sort of get to the yeah, a bit more of what you have to do in this mod. Okay, so what's going to happen now? Well, I'm going to carry on with the Thauminomicon. I'm not sure how I'm doing the episodes, but we'll see. So I've got the goggles on, right? Yeah. We've got two thaumium in there. Bestia sensors. I kind of remember the names of most of the aspect. Wait a minute. Is there some way I can see what's in this stuff? Not really. I think you have dirt before. I mean, one of the things that I do wonder about, right, is, and I was thinking about this, is, for instance, like I've got, it's basically to do with this. Where was it? Yeah, and that says I've got 5 theory fundamental, observation fundamentals. Let me just try and understand this again. Observations are notes and discoveries you made in the real world by scanning objects. So scanning is observation. I'm not sure where I'm getting the notes from though. I don't think you do get notes. I had paper in my inventory the whole time. Theories in a nutshell ways of understanding things through careful observation. Crafting theories. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, I seem to be getting stuff. I think it just means to do both sides of research. Can we still... Can I shift click on this? What I find annoying is I can't shift click to see what aspects are in. This used to be in the game. The only way you know what aspects are in is... I guess Salus Mundus is pretty easy to make, so that's an easy source of Motus and Procantatio, but whatever. So I've done 0 in the way blank caster focus. Let's do this basic thaumaturgy. So I've made the do I have that on me? Let me just check. So this base does nothing. Can I wonder if I can rotate chests or do anything with it. I have the casting glove, but now I need to craft a foci. Okay. The old scrolls aren't very clear on how to go about this, so I need to find my own way. I've played... Okay, a little bit of time has passed since the last section. I just want to... So what I was doing, I was looking... I haven't done anything on this section. This is, I'm still at the point where I need to get thaumium, so I will get back to that in a moment. What I have done is a lot in oromancy. I also even used the research thing to get it to work. And now basically what I've done is... yeah, I think I can just yeah. So I've got the fire one. I was having some problems with the focus pouch basically, but yeah. So now if we find a mob or something, we should be able to just use the mob. Let's have a look. Okay, there we go. So just to clarify what happened here, because I probably, yeah, I probably haven't done it so much. So I got to the casters. So these are in the early game. I made the caster focus. Whether I showed that or not, basically I put in 2. You need an order crystal, so I used, it was 2 arcane crafting tables to get both 10 of aurum and precontatio, and then for the vitreous I just used some glass. So yeah, and I unlocked quite a few of these other ones as well. So I didn't actually bring them with. So I've got a touch and a fire one. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the projectile one actually I put on. So yeah, just a projectile one. So that's pretty nice. You can do that. And then pretty nice. Okay, so yeah. What is the next thing to do then? Well, I could, like I say, I'm not sure about the pouch thing. I couldn't really get the pouch to work, but maybe I could do it now. Either way, I've got a few things. Another couple of things that I want to talk about as well. I did do quite a lot of the section here. So this is for recharging stuff, and this is the workbench charger. We look at it. Just requires a V resonator. Nothing really particularly. So and this will just get a bit more V because I have been exhausting a bit. Missing some research here. And what you have to do basically for some of these ones is you just have to discover stuff. There's no other way of getting around, like discovering some of the aspects. Luckily I sort of got a fairly good grip on the various different aspects. Mortis, I've done that one as well. So it's sort of a poison thing, and of course the main thing is this focal manipulator. So what you basically do is you just put a blank caster in there, and like that, and then you get to choose. So touch, I believe, is a medium thing. I believe touch and projectile. I think this is just melee projectile. So I could put the projectile in the middle, for instance, and then I would have the choice to so. Less V to cast, magic, and you can see the experience cost and the V cost, and then what it will do, it's not that clear, but basically you need to get the various different crystals, and I haven't really looked at how to get any of the crystals beyond the I shouldn't really have these crystals at this stage. So what I'm going to do then is that seems to be like a good place to pick up. Like I'm not going to have any of these files. One thing I will point out though is that like that looks fine now. But if you look at the this guy, there's a lot more going on here than I've really been showing. Like, yeah, you have to give in items, and it's like you will learn much by combining Terra Essential with Aqua, and then studying the resultant combination, gain 30 alchemy. So I can't click that. So a lot of things you just can't click. Now this one, gain 16 to 26 artifice. I can't click it, right? But here's the thing, right? If I take a dispenser, then I can click it. And basically, not only will the stuff appear at the bottom, it will also appear at the top. So you can tell me I can do Golemancy as well. So I can get some more artifice this way. And I believe you don't necessarily need 100. And here's the interesting thing, right? If I wanted to get Auromancy more, which I actually did need to do to unlock some of the later stuff. Yeah, like for instance, like the recharge pedestal was telling me I hadn't unlocked Auromancy. So what I would have to have done, what I did do, is do the sort of spellbinding thing, and that will take away my levels. I wasn't actually looking that carefully. So get an extra turn. Okay, so yeah, so if I wanted more, you can see that my Auromancy is going up again. Just to make it a bit clearer. And then there's channel. It says channel Ritium Essentia. So I need the Ritium, but I haven't got it. And there's I just did one for chance of getting warp. I don't think I did though. Okay, so that's obviously the Eldritch stuff. That's the end of the game. But yeah, so it's very. It's a very, very good system. The research. It's much more like integrated. The only thing I do wish overall is that there were ways to see what So I can see that that's got metallum and what's the I'm trying to remember which one that is, the yellow one. Is it? Yeah, it's just Siderium. Okay, yeah. Okay. Primunia I think is new though. Okay. You got sandstone, so that's a good one for primal sandstone. The smooth sandstone. And I was just messing around with that. So what it means is I've basically got access to all the different effects that I could do. Do I need them? I don't know. What I do need though is to get... So fundamentals actually only at 32%, which I find strange. That is strange that's only at 32%. So what would I like to do now? I wouldn't mind finishing this off. So for this I need Alchemia, Ignis and Perditio. And like I said, there's no way to actually see water and Praecantatio. I always do that. I always type in sugarcane. Reeds, rather, not sugarcane. If I start sugarcane. Let's get the these out of here. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let me just check something. I want to check. I'm just trying to remember. Can I just multiply gunpowder? So can I just chuck in another piece? And what is the actual harm in doing this? Yeah, this is something which doesn't make sense, right? It's not actually doing anything, is it? It's doing a reaction, but it's not actually. Yeah, oh, I see. I see what it means. One, you put one in to one, and then go to two. But obviously, yeah, that's just a way of sort of cheesing it a bit, I suppose. And I think it's probably the way to. I mean, it's certainly the easiest way to just get the stuff, isn't it? Okay. Right. Yeah. I guess that's sort of trying to illustrate, like, you know, once you've actually got the components of the Essentia. Yeah, I never really saw it like that before, but oh well. Ink sac. Yeah. Okay. And glowstone. Right, so let's some food. Actually means that I'm not on peaceful though, so that's not a good sign. But anyway, so that is all done. Oh well, there's even more. Some things you need to, all I need is base material. Okay, so we need to put in. It's not telling me the numbers on the dirt there. Okay, so a good source of aqua is sugarcane, right? 3. Is there a better source of aqua than sugarcane? I'm trying to remember. I'll just use the shards for now. Yeah, it'll just be easy. While I'm doing these are going to be like a fairly repetitive process. So if I can use, I don't want to use compound aspects, but if I can just use ones like this, it's fine. Okay, so 1 dirt for every 5. Okay. There's my clay. And I guess it's sort of saying I might want to scan this, so I will. And next up we have string, which requires 5 bestia and 1 fabrico and a wheat. Okay. Okay, that's actually got a fabrico. 5 bestia and 1 fabrico. Let me just check that. Okay. And it's got what? 5 bestia, 1 fabrico. Okay, so it's just 1 to 1 there. And a wheat as well. Could probably ditch some of these things I got on me at this point. Okay. So you go in, and you go in. Nice. Let's get another chest, just so I can, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming through here. Of course I did that, but oh well. Okay. Just keep the inventory fairly decent. Cobweb is vinculum with a string. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I've realised I could have just done the same thing here. Yeah, there's just different ways of doing it, aren't there? Yeah. Basically, all this is saying is that clay is just 5 water, isn't it? I never really thought of it. Well, it's got 5 water and 5 terra actually, but anyway. There's just different ways of doing these things. Moss stone, herba, with a piece of cobble. Moss stone, I keep remembering, it's got lots of good source of potassium. Well, I thought I had better stuff than that. It's got that in it. Seeds are probably a decent source of herb, I would say. So it's 3 for every cobble. Okay. Nice. Lava bucket requires 15 fire and 5 terra. That's just herb, isn't it? Okay. What did I say? 5 terra, yep, and then 15 fire. And I believe this is the... Okay, just put in 2 magma blocks. Magma is actually really useful when you think about it. And the older Wecus. Not looking great. But I managed to do quite a lot without really... Okay. That's cool. I can't get the Everfull urn. Thaumium, Pricantatio and Terra. Pricantatio, let's go for... I always like to go for these guys, it's the easiest one. Gives good source of aurum as well. What about the caster focus? Has that got good stuff? It's got aurum as well. Yeah, let me come out 1 second. Hello, welcome back to Thaumcraft 6. So last episode we looked at I looked at this. I got some of the extra stuff. We're looking at some of the caps and stuff. I haven't really looked at it. I just showed basic usage of that. Here what I want to do is carry on now with the alchemy section. Get this up to about 60 maybe, and then get the other sections up to about. So yeah, I've done some of it. I've done the theory. Actually, I haven't. I may need to do more theory, but either way, I'm going to need to get this guy. You can see these. Yeah, did the alchemical brass before. I have shown that. So yeah, five magic, 5 earth. So the best source for magic. Yeah, so that would just be 5. It's not. I'm not sure it is the best really, but this is what I'm going to use for now anyway. Yeah, there are. I'm sure there's better sources. Bit of thaumium. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of stuff left there. I may look for a better source in a minute, but not this minute. Okay, so it needs. So it says I will need to do more theory on this in terms of alchemy. Okay. So, oh well, look at all that. Off it goes. The taint. Yeah, I haven't actually haven't really got any effects yet. But you know. What was I doing here? Oh my god, I was doing yeah. I was doing some auramancy here, so but yeah, so we're basically on looking for an alchemy. So I got a bit more auramancy, that's cool. But we need alchemy now. So basically anything with a bonus draw, even though we're not looking for this particular one, is cool. Ten alchemy. Yeah. Reversio and permutation. I think, to be honest, I'm going to do this because I think really what it's saying is you probably should get distill the essentia better. I've certainly got alchemical brass because you see what would happen, right? Is I would be able to do one like this. So I would kind of have to hope I'd have to do it multiple times, basically. So alchemy is at 20, 25. Let's try that. No, it didn't work. Haven't even got the crystal for this one. Man, it's crazy. It's actually a very kind of. I can't imagine how you can automate this. That's what I will say. Study alchemy. That's what I want. A bit more fundamentals, because my fundamentals are actually very low for some reason. Okay, so we need to get more alchemy. There's very few alchemy coming in actually. I don't know why that is. Yeah, some Golem essentia. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Yeah. It would be quite hard to get this if you, because that is blocking. It's a shame that I'm kind of breaking the way you should do it, but I at the same time. I just want to get more alchemy at this point. Alchemy's still doing okay. Did I get it? I still haven't learned the pictures yet. I think I may have got it there. Yep. What's going on here? Say what? Yeah, I don't want to go down this path. Interesting. So it wasn't actually worth going down that path, or what? What the hell's this? Is this looks like it's unfinished, to be honest. Unless you need to go into the void or something. And why is this not unlocked? Very interesting. Could do oh, I've done this one. Let's just. I think I'm just gonna have to swap through the different categories, and just sort of, you know, like, I know I shouldn't have done that stuff, but I could be here all day, and I'm not sure exactly. You know, obviously in a real world situation, you would just do little bits in each section anyway. So I'm slightly artificially increasing the speed of it, but not much. Okay. Yep, arcane lamp, that's fine. Let's make Let's have a look at this guy, the dioptra. Where? Oh, I am on the top. Okay. Okay. So what is this going to show me? Anything? Not very useful, to be honest. Compared to the aura level of the chunk in which it is placed. Three, okay. Well. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the point of that is, but anyway. So I'm doing well in theory. So I need a bit more Golemancy for this section. What do we need for this? Oh, we need to visit the Nether for the Infernal Furnace. I guess I could do that. Oh, I've got my flint. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at the Nether yet. I don't know if there will be anything here of any interest really. It should be alright at the loading times. I haven't got anything installed apart from Thaumcraft, so it should be alright. Just check if we've got anything more interesting. I can always spawn some of the other mobs around. And I assume this will now. So it's done that. I would need nether brick and a blaze rod. Yeah, I kind of like the system, but I think when you look at it, it doesn't make a great deal of sense. And by that I mean the items. If you're consuming one redstone torch, at least make it like 1,000 or something. Okay, let's get a redstone torch. Okay, so what do I need here? Some nether brick and blaze rods. Nether brick, blaze rods. Did I get them? I hope so. Yeah, they're pretty good for. Nether brick's pretty good for a lot of stuff, actually, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so I took to the nether by what I found there. By harnessing raw ignis within a furnace crafted from obsidian, nether brick, and a pinch of soda amount I'll be able to make a highly efficient and fuel-free furnace. So efficient that it will occasionally produce bonus materials in the form of nuggets, rare earths, or other items. While this is essentially free, it's also very slow unless the furnace gets a steady supply of V from the aura. Anything dropped into the top of the furnace will be smelted down to out the front if the object is more than this. Oh, that's nice. Was it as good as this before? I feel this is better than it used to be. Will that completely hold? I wonder if it completely holds. One thing I don't understand is how would I get out of this? I don't know if I can be bothered to make it, to be honest. It's just a multi-block. I could always just make it in between episodes. Yeah.